Bante Sayadaw, good afternoon. Now we respectfully invite Sayadaw to conduct the class.
Okay, so let's start by pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So we are learning the karaka. So karaka is syntax, can be understood in English, but that one also not so clear to understand. Actually, Pali is not like a other language. So each word, each noun word can be declined, can be with case ending. So functional those can generally can be understood. So those case ending indicates relation and meaning. So that word relate to the other word in meaning. So because of that, or because of this, so the meaning here from or to or by or with or at, such a sense can be, understood. So we are now learning the fifth case ending or Benjamin Wibeti. So Abadana Garaka. So that Abadana Garaka generally used, to understand the relation between something from something, far from something, go away from something like that. So that is why, starting point will be with the, ability, but that fifth case ending or Benjamin Wibeti. So that is why at the very beginning of Sutta, so in this Sutta we learned here, you see, from which, yasama, from which one goes away. And so that means the yasama is connected with the abedi in meaning. Abedi means goes away. One goes away. Well, one goes away from where? From this place, from the village, from the town, from his own country, or something like that. So that is such a place where we would be Benjamin Weber did. So yes, Sama and so on. So that is one type of. And also yes, Sama Bayan Jayade. So danger arises from which? From the dog. Or fear arises from the dog. So in this case, even though from which, because of which fear arises, because of dog, I feel afraid. Because of snake, I feel afraid. So such a one also can be, understood. So now generally can be, understood. So ability case or Benjamin Wibedi or fifth case ending mostly indicates. So that word with the Benjamin Wibedi is connected with the other word in the meaning of the from or because like that. So that is here, yasama and the abedi goes away from. And the yasama brian jayati, from which fear arises or because of which fear arises. And the yasama adati, from whom one learns, one study. So that one also from whom? From a teacher, from a friend, from parents, like that. So in this way. So that is those words are connected with the birth as a, you know, so from which or from which person, from which place he goes, or he lands, he feel afraid, like that. So, but in the next sutta, so at the time, in this sutta, in the very first sutta, he had three relations. All of them are just with the above. You see, yasama is connected with the abeti. And so yasama is connected with the bayanjayati. Yasama is connected with the adati. So yasama means represent for the what ending in the sama. Benjamin Wibeti. So that is why in the example, Gama Abendi Munayo. The sages go away from the village like that. So Nagara, Negado Raja, the king, so went out of the town, went away from the town like that. So Nagara is connected with the Negado and so on. So, and then Yasama Bayanjayati also, Jora Bayanjayati, from the deep, fear arises. That means he feel afraid because of deep. In this way, simply can be understood. And then in the next line, so Ajri Yubi Jaye, he say can Ganadi say so. The student learns from teacher. Okay, so Yasama. So all of them are maybe a kind of verb. So the question here, happened, occurred. So Benjamin Weaver D or the word with the Benjamin Weaver D can indicate the connection just with the verb. No, not just that. So actually, four kinds of word that is here in the second sutta. So like so Dadu Namana Mubaya Saka Yoga Diswa Bija and so Dadu Nambayogi in connection with the root, like a Abedi and so on. And also next connection is Namat Bayogi in connection with the noun form also. And also in that connection, in connection with the Ubaseka prefix. And also fourth, okay, this one skip that one. So fourth one is Nibbada Bayogi in connection with the Nibbada in decline level. So that is why Benjamin Wibedi can indicate the connection, not that one with the root or bath, and then so Nama noun form and the Ubaseka and the Nibbada in this way. So four connection briefly. So for those four connections under the this soda also widely explained. But so again, in the next soda, so this one is about the the root which mean raka to protect. So that protect something from something. So at the time also, that is also we simply can be understood example for the dhatu payogi. Okay. And then in the next soda, so like a Yinawa Dasana, disappear or hides. Yinawa Adasana, Adasana may not see in by the other, that means disappearing or hiding oneself. So from whom? So disappearance is desire. Okay, that way is a little bit complicated to understand, but simply, so we hide. Here you see, from his preceptor, he hide himself. That is me. So he doesn't want to be see him himself seen by his teacher. That is why he hide himself from a teacher. So his teacher cannot see him. So in this way, so that is why this Ubijaya with the Benjamin Vivedi also connected with the root Andra Daya, the Bab and the Dadunamba Yogi in this way can be understood. So now so actually these two rules like Rakanata Namichi Dan and the Yinawa Dasanan, these two rules are example for the Dhatu number yogi also can be understood. And then now, in the last soda very long, so Dura, Andika, Ada Nemana, Gala Nemana, even though many words, actually 20, 20 or 19 uh, so words can be found there, but generally some are belonging to the dhatu, some are belonging to the nama, some are belonging to the upaseka, some are belonging to the nipada. Simply can be understood. So that is why here this dura is sometimes duro as a nominative case, sometimes duri and then with the dura do or something like that. So in this sutta, so actually there are 19 items, but briefly can be summarized. So dhatu, nama, upasaka, and the nipada also. You see, these are, andika, asana, samipa, they are actually noun form. So and so on. Some are just construction, the sentence construction, like a kala nema in the measurement system. So at the time, uh, in the expression of the that measurement system, so two what can be found here: ito, ikanauti kap, ikanausi kapi. That is time expression. So in this way can be. So and then next, so Dwa Loba also just such a, so some omission of the Dwa. And then these are yogi in the expression of the, direction like that. So at that time, so those terms referring to the, direction are also a kind of the noun form like a Buratima, Dekina, Bachima. So they are so they are terms referring to the deeds. So in this way, and here awiji also awiji do and so on. Okay, so now they are with the Benjamin Wibeti in this way can be. Okay, so now today we will learn that. So the only maybe 5. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, and the so 5. This one, the last one is no item. Just that is maybe future study or including the remaining. Not just that many remain, but can be understood taking the example of them or something like that. So here 24 item. One is binya and the katana and the toga and the akadari. Okay, so akadari. So now the first item we will learn today. Sorry. Actually, these two items should be learned together, binya and the katana. Later we will explain detail because so banya mean so question and the so katana actually literally means saying, but in this context, so connected with the binya, that is why I hear answering. So answering. So in this way can be understood. So Okay, now firstly we will learn the idea of the Kitjayana. After that, we will compare with the Patarupa Seti because so different idea between two scholars here. So now Binye connected with the question. Now the meaning of this line. Okay, firstly I will copy from the. So Binye I mean questioning. So that is why. So in Binye in question. But so that one is part of the construction of the Dua Loba, Dua election. So before the question, when someone lands, so for example here, so the right saying is Abhidhamma Bauchandi. So okay, now that one is the right saying. So Abhidhamma Bauchandi. So the meaning of that one is Bauchandi. They ask question. But Abhidhamma, just from the Abhidhamma. So ask question from the Abhidhamma. So that means instead of, from, in this case, question about is better. So they question about Abhidhamma in this way. So if they don't, study, if they don't know about Abhidhamma anymore, anything, so they have no question. So now they can ask the question. That means partly they have learned already, but not clear to understand. That is why some question they want to know, some information they want to be about some question they want to be clearly, they want to clearly understand or comprehend. That is why they ask question. So that means behind that, before that, so they have learned Abhidhamma. After that, they ask the question. So that is why in this case, so Abhidhamma Sodawa, after having learned Abhidhamma, or so after learning the Abhidhamma, that sense can be understood. After learning the Abhidhamma, and then Abhidhamma Bochanti, so this line can be understood. So in this way, Abhidhamma Sodawa, after learning the Abhidhamma, so Abhidhamma Bochanti, they ask the question from the Abhidhamma. They ask question about the Abhidhamma in this way. So that is why here, Dua Lo Be, so such a, Dua meaning, Sodawa, Abhidhamma Sodawa. At that time, so to that Dua, so Kama, there will be one object that is Abhidhamma Sodawa. So that is why here Abhidhamma, so Kama means object. And also the other way, so Abhidhamma Tadawa. Okay, for example, one ideology we want to know. So from this Sutta perspective, or from the Abhidhamma perspective, or from the Vipassana perspective, or something like that. So, based on the starting point where we stand, so idea or the answer or the question will be different. So that is why here also, uh, so this idea can be, understood. So after standing at the Abhidhamma viewpoint, so at that time, they ask question about the Abhidhamma in this way. At that time, so here the sense of Dwa is with the root ta, or so at that time, such a phrase here located case adhikarana. So that is here. Uh, this one is the meaning of the Dwa loba, Dwa elation with the buff, with the one object, with the one object. Okay. And also this one is also with the dwa, relational dwa, type dwa, but with the located case word or sentiment case word. So that is why the meaning of that one in question and with the elation of so actually this translation is not right way. Now I will change that one. So in question with the elation of dwa with an object or location actually. Yeah. With an object or location. So this one is for the first one is Abhidhamma Sutta. That should be understood in this case. So after learning the Abhidhamma, they ask the question about the Abhidhamma, or so standing at the viewpoint, Abhidhamma viewpoint, they ask question about the Abhidhamma in this way, can be understood. So too in the next also Vinaya Bochanti, that means so Vinaya Sodawa, after learning the Vinaya, they ask question about the Vinaya, or Vinaya Tadawa. So standing at the Vinaya viewpoint, they ask the question about the Vinaya in this way can be, understood. And also, instead of the Abhidhamma Bochanti, Vinaya Bochanti with the Benjamin Vibhati, in other way with the Dudiya Vibhati or Tadiya Vibhati also can be understood like a Abhidhamma Bochanti or Abhidhammena Bochanti. But the same meaning, they ask question about the Abhidhamma, they ask question about the Abhidhamma. So to Vinayan Bochanti or Vinayena Bochanti. They ask question about the Vinaya in this way. So to Ewan, Sota, Geya, Gataya, Vyakarana, Udana, Idivodaka, Jadaka, Vedanla. So they ask from the Abhidhamma, having had the Abhidhamma or standing firm in the Abhidhamma. Okay, that is their AN translation. Now, some part I already explained. Okay, so that is Kijana idea. This one is Kijana idea. So now for the answer, also synonymous to the that Banyi, Katani also here we will see. So Katani in answering. So Dwalo be Kamadi Karane. So in the elation of Dwa with one of with an object or a dikarana with a location or located location. So Abhidhamma Gatyani, the answer about the Abhidhamma. So that means they answered that question from the Abhidhamma viewpoint. So after learning the Abhidhamma or something in this way can be understood. So that is just Abhidhamma, the Kijana idea. So okay, before going to the Padaruba Saiti, maybe this one you may understand or something you want to ask. Is there any question? Okay, no more. Because of understanding or because of not understanding, no question. So actually, that one is so according to the Kijana idea, this Binya Gatana question and answering so system is go under the Dwaloba construction. Dwaloba construction, quite complicated. But in the Badaruba Seti, not that way. So just asking, simple asking, and simple answering about this something. So at the time, such a one also can be understood simply. You see, that is why in the Badaruba Seti, Binya and Katana are just one set. Question and answering section. So at the time, ask. So Kudosi Dren, where are you from? Kudosi in the question and statement. But here also question and statement, question and answer, yeah, statement, Katana. So Kudosi Dren, where are you from? So in this way, but at the time, in the answer, Badali Bodha Do, I am from Badali Bodha. So in this way, but just Badali Bodha Do. So here, Kudo question about the asking a place. From where do you come? From where do you live? But so to that question here, answer is Badali Bodha Do. I am from Badali Bodha. So in this way, so that is why here, itaja here also katana nama visijana. Katana me answering. Visijana me answer. That is why. And here katana me statement. Katana statement means reply. Reply means answering. Visijana me answering. Replying. Okay, so quite simple to understand in the Patarupa Saiti, but in the Kijana, a little bit complicated to understand. So such we also, when I find in the text in the Pali Canon, I cannot find the Kijana idea. Maybe because of that. So the in the other grammar also won't follow the Kijana idea, just follow the Patarupa Saiti idea. Okay, that is just for your knowledge. Okay, now let's go to the next. So next one is toka. Okay. Okay, this one. So toka means a little bit, a little amount. Okay. So this one also Uh, sorry. Yeah, Toka Mojandi, Abba Madaka Mojandi, Kecha Mojandi. Now, so I will copy from the. So here, Toki in the sense of a little. Okay, now I will write in this way. So Toga Mojandi, they are free from a little. So because Kijana not explain detail. So Toga mean, Benjamin Weber did that this one here. From, you see. And also Abba Madaka Mojandi, they are free from a little. That one also. Just from sense. And Kecha Mojandi. Kecha Mojandi, they are free from small amount. Sorry. Okay. Free from a small amount. And the Kecha Mojandi, they are free from difficulty. So here, Toka in this sentence. So Toka, a little, and the are is so fit case. Okay. So to Abba Madaka and the are, Kecha and the are, and so on. So that is just Kichana says, so quite difficult to understand that. But in the Badaruba Seti, so that one is clearly expressed with the etc. word. Like so here, firstly, this one, in the Badaruba Seti, okay. This one is Badaruba Seti, but this one is Kichayana. Okay. So here in the Badaruba City, talk mean talk at in the sense of talk a little bit. That one is asato wajane, not referring to the maybe so a few people or something like that. Talk instead of saying a little, a few also, some people, a few people, a few being like that. But in this case, not referring to the such a sata. Satwa mean the same as the sata, asatwa wajane. So referring to the maybe amount of money, amount of things, or amount of effort like that. And also here, karane, in the Benjamin Weber sense, in the instrument sense. So that is a here translation. In the in the instrumental sense. For our meaning, a small amount. So that one will be right. So that one will be with the Benjamin with it. So according to that way, instead of from, so it should be understood by. So that is here in the example you see they translate uh he is free by a little. So the meaning of them, according to Badaruba Siddhi, should be understood is here. So instrumental sense, he is free by a little. Here also by a not from sense. All of them are by and by. So in this way. Free with difficulty. Not free from the difficulty. Free with difficulty. So here in this case, even though talkie connected with the that kecha also can be understood in the example here. Kecha means difficulty. Toga means a little. So by giving a little money, by giving money a little bit, they are freed. Or by making effort a little bit, they are free like that. Or the other one. So to be, he is free by difficulty. It is difficult to be freed, making effort too much. Opposite to the, toga. So gecha in this way can be understood. That this one, with difficulty mean gechina. So not from sense actually. So that one is meaningful than the, gechana idea. So, but because in Pali, Benjamin we read the that they are we read the sometimes the same meaning. Sometimes instrumental meaning is better to understand. Sometimes Benjamin meaning is better to understand in this way. But in this case, according to the Badaruba safety. So uh, now we can note that. So according to Kijayana, so Toka Abba Madaka and the Gecha this is fit case, but nothing explained. So fit meaning or maybe the sense from, but according to the so Badaruba Seti, even though Toka that so Abba Madaka, so Gecha with the so fit case, and then one more Tatiya meaning, Karana meaning. So Karanata, Karani, Karana meaning that mean so bind or with. So in this way, we can note that here. And then now the last one, Akatarija. So akatarija. Before learning that one. So rukar mean to do. And then tar mean like a, so E-R-O, the O-R agent. So now we have the katar. Katar mean, doer. So in this it can be understood. That, so that kata with the E. This E is located case. Benjamin Wibeti. Sorry, 7 case. Certainly Wibeti. So katari. We have the no katari. So at that time, at do or and then that category is with the negative. So So not using SC and the category. So category. So at non-dual. Okay. But in this case, talking about the meaning. So that is why here at the meaning of dual. So at the meaning of non-dual. So non-dual mean so because that Benjamin Wibeti sometimes can be understood as a instrumental. Instrumental mean agent or doer by him. So generally, Benjamin and the so Tatiya Vibhati can be understood. So like a from or with. Okay, that is one point. And the other one is reason. So because of. So that is reason. Okay, generally. So now as the agent, the meaning of that one is from or with or by as a category. So the meaning of category mean in the meaning of by. So the meaning of a category, in the meaning of the a category, no do me, because of. It's in this way. So that is why. So here, dawa. So a category referring to the karanati, karani. So in the meaning of reason, in this way can be understood. Okay, so that is why here the meaning of that one. We will copy that line. So akadari in the case of an indicated cause, that is reason. That is not an agent or not in the karaka, not doer. Okay, not do. Oh, maybe this one is from the Padaruba City and copy. Right. So indicate jhana, let's check. Yeah, indicate jhana also the same thing. In the sense of non-agent. Yeah. In the sense of non-agent. In the sense of non-agent, but that means in the sense of God, cause like that. So that is the meaning of that one is due to. So kamasa katata, due to the deed having accumulated, having done. So ubajitata, accumulated, osanata, increased, and vibulata, become abandoned. Jaku vinyana, obana, hoti, eye consciousness arises, and so on. Because in the past life, we accumulated to support to the eyesight. As a result of that, in this life, we have the good eyesight or something like that. So in this way can be, understood. So, and then here, katata, ubajitata, these words are actually, these three words, four words are form. So katata and the and ubajitata and the and the osanata and the and then Vibulata and the these are Benjamin Vivedi, but because of, in the sense, because of doing, have been done, because of being accumulated, because of being increased Osanata, because of being becoming abandoned. So in this way, so the meaning of this is because of, such a sense can be, understood. So actually, Benjamin will fit case because of. So that is why in the Padaruba Sedi, that one is explained as not just akadari like one more extra word. So here you see akadari and the akareke and the nyabaka heto mi. Nyabaka hetu. Okay, nyabaka libe hetu in the sense of reason. So nyabaka hetu means an indicated cause. And that is agaraka, non-agent. Akadari, non-agent, agaraka, not karaka. So okay, leave it. The same synonymous, just to understand akadari. Kadari means karaka. So karaka also here. So this kadari in the Badaruba Seti. So akadari is explained as the akaraki. Okay. So that akaraki also the same as na change to the and the karaki. So this karaki also the same. Rukar and the aka. This aka is the same as the tar. So or o come in do and do the same synonymous. Okay, but that one, so that means agaraka, agadri me. So nyabaka hetu, karana or hetu. Sorry, here I write down agadri me. So heto me is better. He told me in the meaning of reason, cause. Okay. So now, Jagahanina, Sisi Subi, Maya, Noba Data, Abadana, Bayogika, D, Yoga Wijakanihi, Yata Yoga and Yoji, Daba. So now, Kijana stop explaining about this Karaka, Benjamin Vivedi, that may finish, but not completed yet, many remaining. So that is why here the meaning of that phrase is like this. That is just a kind of the conclusion. So by Jagahanina, by the inclusion ja. Okay. So CC should be even the remaining cases. CC should be even the remaining cases. Case mean even the remaining example. So noba data mean not uba data, not shown yet by me. Maya noba data. Maya mean by the Kijayana scholar. By shown by the Kijayana scholar. And also the Byoga Sekne Yatha Yoga and Yoji Daba. So Abadana Bayogika, those suitable for the Panchami with the ability case. So should be Yoji Daba should be applied by those scale in usage according to what is appropriate. I mean, so taking the example of them, so the other remaining are also, can be understood by following those example. Okay, so now Abharana Karaka is finished. So now to summarize then, so at the very beginning, I already explained that, but now we will review again. So let's go to our note here. So the last soda that Durandi is longest one in that, 17, 19 item we can see. So under here, Durandi soda mean. Okay, so in the Pali grammar, that Benjamin Weaver the ability case are so far more versatile varieties than the simple meaning of the from. So in the Badaruba Sadi, so that number 312. In the Sadaniti, so that number 571. In the Gajayana, so that number 275. So when I compare them, those threes, so at that time, so roughly, 19 distinct application where the ability case can be used. So actually just to define the relation starting point and the other starting point or cause and the it result. So from this place, we go or something like that. So its result, their result will be maybe some are Bhav, Dhatu. Okay. So Dhatu, Nama, Ubasaka, and the Nipata. Okay. So maybe the past are Dhatu or maybe Nipata, okay, later. But so those 19, so to remember easily, also can be summarized into 5. One is about the space, time, and the measurement. Number 1 is space, time, or the measurement. And number 2 is about the abstinence or purity or freedom, such an abstract sense. Abstinence, they are quite related. And number 3 is a kind of the comparison or differentiation, comparison. And that one, and number 4 is, cause and qualities. Cause and quality, they are also a little bit synonymous. Okay. So cause, hetuta, and guna within quality. And the agadi no is also a kind of the cause that is under that. And number five as just grammatical or idiomatic expression. So idiomatic or just connected with the expression like that. Okay, so now the first item is, dura. So remoteness or distance, like ito nalagaragamo. So far from here. The village is far from here. So ito in this way, we have that. So, and also there, sometimes with the accusative, sometimes with the instrumental also can be understood. And the andika nearness or proximity, andika gamma, gamma near. So adani mana measurement of distance, how far from here, how long from here. The first one is just saying about the long or far. But here measurement, under the measurement, how far or how land this way. So that is a space, measuring the space between 2 points. So Ido Mathura Jedusu Yojanesu. From here to Mathura is 4 leagues. And this is as a shortcut. Or maybe in the phrase, in the sentence. So from here, so Mathura is located in 4 leagues, far from 4 leagues like that. Mathura Jedusu Yojanesu in this way. And the Kala Nemani also just measuring time, how long, how, yeah. So ito ikanudi be. So 91 even ago from now, and so on. And also not later sense also we can find that. Okay. And these are yogi. So uh, this from this direction in the eastern direction from here, a southern direction from here like that. So that is eastern direction from here. Or from Awiji up to the peacock existence. So yeah, very simple to understand. The eastern direction from here in this way. Okay, and the second, so Aradeba yogi. Aradi means abstaining or turning away. Okay, so that is also belonging to the verbs in the sense of avoiding, going away. So Baba with the abstinence from evil, Banadibada with the many refraining from taking life, and so. And also day, purity or cleansing. Lovani Dami so pure from greedy state. Madidoja Bididoja so pure from mother and father's side. So as a short form can be understood. And then now Bamojani released from Modo Mara Bandana, free from the Mara's born, Mara tied, Primodo Doka Sama, completely free from suffering. So freedom in this way. And then we wait that also secret. That one also a kind of the freedom, you see. So indicated we wait do Babaga Dhamma secluded from evil quality. That means so temporarily or maybe due time. So secluded from even quality like that, even states. And then we bet that is comparison. We bet that in differentiation. So comparing. So Yado Banida the road. Nothing more excellent than this. Adandado the door where Septem is better than that. So the comparison in this way. Okay. And then now, so number 4, cause and qualities. So cause, heduta, cause or reason. That's a ma heduna because of what or for what reason in this way. And guna wajani binyaya. So wimodi mano. Binyaya wimodi mano. Even though that one also a kind of the quality, but connected with the cause. Because of wisdom, wisdom, by the reason of wisdom, a mind is freed. So in this way can be a quality, because of that quality is a kind of the reason to be freed. So in this way they are related. That is one item we can consider. Now, Agadri also, because of accumulating in the past, now he has eyesight and so on. Eye consciousness arises. And last one is, grammatical or idiomatic expression. So samadwalopa, and those are disa yoga. So at that time, just grammatical expression. So the sense of with or the sense of by or the sense of from cannot be, understood at that time. So maybe the other meaning also, even though. So here with the dwalopa, we can understand climb the place. He have climbed the palace. He came down from the palace, crossed over from the palace. So that is just Dwalo, but in construction can be. But in the Boba Yogi, you see, Boba is a kind of the before a kind of the preposition sense. That is why before my enlightenment. So no ability can you see in this way. And then Sadasama. So here the man is born for, but so caught for a debt of 100. That debt is the reason of the being bondage, the reason of bondage. So in this way can be, understood. And the Benya and Gatana are also, we already learned today that the question about the specific subject or something like that. In the question and answer section, also such a usage can be found there. And the last one is, togate. So togate and the smallestness. And also connected with it there, kechata. Oh, sorry. Is, but the other one opposite to that one is, kechata. Kechata is difficulty, opposite to that one. Difficulty in this way. Okay, so now we finished the Abadana Karaka or the Panchami Vibhakti, usage of the Panchami Vibhakti. So now briefly can be understood there. So Benjamin, when we read the Pali Canon or Pali sentence, so at the time we find the Benjamin Vibhakti, the word with the Benjamin Vibhakti noun form. So at that time, that one can be understood from or because of. So choosing which one is available here at the time, their relation. Some are related to the verb, some are related to the noun, some are related to the upasaka prefix, some are related to the nibbada indeclinable. Based on that relation, so we need to choose which meaning is better. So in this way. So that is why so whenever we see every word with the Benjamin Vibhakti cannot be translated as a from, sometimes with sometimes lost, cannot be understood the sense of that Benjamin Vibhakti like a before my enlightenment or such a use it book bay or something like that. Okay. So is there any question about the Benjamin Vibhakti or no more question? Okay. So if no more question, actually we should go to the uh, Sambarana Karaka. So Benjamin Jadoti Vibati. Jadoti Vibati. Okay. So in the Jadoti Vibati, only two sutta we will learn. So in the Kijana, only two sutta, Yasata Dukamo. Sutta number 276 and the 277. After that we finish. But this 277 sutta also quite long. Quite long. Okay. Okay, now this sutta we will learn. So here, like Benjamin Wibedi, in the Benjamin Wibedi, very fast sutta express the three items about the Benjamin Wibedi in the Bharana Karaka at the very beginning. You see, so three items. So one is Yasama Abedi, that from which. So from which one goes away. Second one is, from which fear arises. That one is from whom one learns, one studies. Okay, all of them are about the root. Here also in the Sambarana Karaka, Chaduti Vivedi also. So in this way can be understood. But so before learning that, Chaduti Panchami Vivedi, Chaduti Vivedi, this sutta, we need to understand the idea of that Benjamin Vivedi is called the word with the Chaduti Vivedi is called the Sambadana. Sambadana. So Sambadana means uh Sambadana is combination of the sam prefix, so ba prefix, root da, and the so u suffix, but that u is changed to the ana. So at the time here, this da is actually so to give, but in this case, this u ana is passive sense. Passive, that means is. Because of this passive sense, so the meaning of that sambadana, a person or thing, so to which something is given. Something is given. That is sambadana. So now I give a lecture to you. You are sambadana. And also, you ask the question to me. I am sambadana because I receive your question and then I will answer your question. Now I am talking to you. You are listening to my word, to my talks. So you are sambarana. Receiver, receiving, recipients. So that is why, that sambarana, literally, so samba, okay, da. So even though samba included, but not, they have no, their meaning is not so obvious here to understand. Just The meaning of root da to give, and the ana is passive, is given. To whom is given? A person or a thing to whom something is given. That a person or thing is called the sampradana. So that is recipient. So such a recipient, mostly in Pali, will be with the dative or chaduti viveti. So sambadana. So dative relation okay. Sambadana. So giving over so okay, not so obvious to understand. Actually, just giving to somebody. So that is a dative relation. So that is why I give you a lecture. So that is why that giving, when we give something, if there is no a person to receive it, we can't give. Now I am teaching. If there is no student anymore, I can teach. So when I teaching alone, like a full person or met person, okay. So because of student, a teacher can teach. So students are receiving a teacher's lecture. So too, if you give something to other, so if there is no any other one, you can't give. You don't have a chance to give. So in this way, that person or that receiver, uh, so having to perform the act of giving a lecture, giving something, or to donate something like that. So that is, and they are also partly performing the action of giving. That is, they are called the, garaka, doer of the action of giving, agent of the action of giving. So in this way can be, understood. So that is why, so such a word, so with the dative word, it simply can be understood relation are connected with the root, verb to give. That is why here, yasa dhadu kamo. Yasa dhadu kamo. Okay, the meaning of that line. So to whom one wish to give. Okay, now one line. Yasa dhadu kamo. To whom wish to give. And then, so yes, sorry. Yasa rojati. To whom something is pleasing. And also yasa dharayati. Dan karakan abadana sanya hoti. So to understand the meaning of this line, so that is explained by the Kijayana. But to understand meaning, so for example, in the example here, in the example. Okay, the meaning of those example here. So Samanasa Jivarandharadi, he gives robes to ascetic. And Samanasa Rojadi Sitjan, the true please the ascetic. And so Devarada Zatsu Nichadan Dari de Yinyata do Yinyata da owes a golden parasol to Devadatta. Okay. So maybe he borrows Devat parasol or golden umbrella from the Devadatta. So he need to pay back. So in this way. So here are two items. A person to whom something is pleased. So, for example, here, yasa dhadu kamo wish to give. Maybe because of kamo wish to give, but yasa dhado, yasa. So instead of saying yasa dhadu kamo, simply here can be understood as a simple way, yasa dadadi. In meaning also, to whom one gives in this way can be understood. Yasa dadadi. So at the time, in the sentence, if we see the word with the dative, that with the dative can be understood. So that here sasa, jadoti vibeti, connected with the, the dadi. That means, so one gives two, so the meaning of two is that sasa. Okay, so those were the word with the sasa or maybe plural form that radi gives to somebody, some person in this way, can be understood. Gives to. Okay. And then in the next example also, that sasa or connected with the rojati. But here, so because okay. Yasa rojati. Why is that sentence indicator joining? Yasa rojati. So rojati mean, please. So something or so somebody pleases the other someone. Okay, this someone is with the dative, with the sasa in this way. And also, yasa darayati, root dar. In this case, darayati. So daridi. Daridi. The first one is to hold. Here, number one meaning to carry, to bear, to wear, to possess, to put, to bring, or to give, and so on. Second meaning is to hold back, to restraint. And that one is to bear in the mind. Fourth meaning, you see. So to admit, to allow, or allow for, take care, support, or to give, or to owe, need to pay back as a debt. As a debt. So formally he borrows, but so that is why he needs to pay back. So that sense. So it can be at that time, in that sense, maybe with the, such a Chedoti Wibedi, but in other cases will not be found. Just like a Katandari Ta. Remember, hold back the speech or something like that. So, okay, the only in that sense. So here also, Sasa connected with the Dari Di. Right? So Dari Di or Dariya Di. The same meaning. Dari Di or Dariya Di. When owes. So something to somebody. So in this way, to this sense. But there's something not included. Just okay. So in this way, the sasa or such a dative are indicating that one is connected with this root. That one is connected this root in meaning, this verb in meaning gives to or please somebody. So even though, so generally we say that, dative case can be understood two or four, but with the, rojati or rojati, the sense of two or the sense of four cannot be understood. Like a object in English, please somebody, please someone, make someone pleased, make someone happy, make someone approved. But so we can understand two or four sense. But so in this way can be understood. Sasa rojati. So here the point, I want you to understand is so dative case word in here. So some, the word with the jadoti vibedi. So that jadoti vibedi indicates that that word is connected with the root da to give somebody, to give to somebody. And Roger did the above to please someone. And Daria did to pay back to somebody in this way. So they are that these sasa or Jadoti are indicating that word with the Jadoti are connecting with the like a the dadi or rojadi or daredi in meaning. Because of those root da or the dadi, rojadi, dariedi, so that dedicates what is used in meaning. So with they are connected with each other in meaning. So in this way, that is why that Jadoti or Sambadana is date relation, something to given or to dative relation. So can be understood dative relation with that wa and that verb in this way. Okay. So that is here in the example. So Samanasa Jivarandharadi, he gives a rope. So Samanasa to the ascetic. So for example here with the Jivaran, one sentence So we were right. So Jiwaram, like a Barupati. The meaning of that one. So he wears a robe. So here the Barupati. So we don't have a chance to use like a samanasa or something. He wears a robe to a ascetic or to the recluse. Meaningless. Not make sense. Does not make sense. So that is why, when this samanasa is just connected with the dadadi, gives to the ascetic, to someone, gives to someone, give something to someone. So that means in the text, when we see such a dadadi root da, give, or maybe the other root, so synonymous to the da, giving, or something like that, at the time, surely, so there will be found such a dative case word to express the sense of to somebody like that. Okay? So in this way. And also, Samanasa Rojadi Sitjan. So subject is the truth. Samanasa Rojadi Sitjan. So the truth please the ascetic. That means in opposite in one which we can change. So the truth lies. Sorry, the ascetic lies the truth. That is why the truth makes him pleased. So the truth pleases the ascetic, and the truth makes the ascetic pleased. So even though, in English, the truth is subject, plea is verb, the ascetic is object. But in Pali, so this samanasa, so rojati is goes together with the dative case word. That is with the dative case. Samanasa rojati sitjan. So we could not say we. So when we say in Pali like a sitjan samana rojati, the true light that the ascetics, it is wrong in Pali. Cannot be. Cannot be. That is so not samana rojati sitjan, just samanasa rojati sitjan or sitjan samanasa rojati cannot be used because here when we see the English sentence, the ascetic is the object of the please. That is English flow, English structure. But Pali flow, Pali structure is here please the ascetic in English, but in Pali, samanasa rojati. That is called the syntax, Pali syntax. Okay. But next line also easy to understand. Devarada sasu nicha dandariya yinya dado. Yinya dado is subject. Yinya dada. So dariya de owes. Owes me need to pay back a golden so parasol to Devadatta. Before that, he borrows golden parasol from the Devadatta. Now he need to, or maybe he is a disciple of the Devadatta. That is by doing a service when the Devadatta so going out. So at that time he needs to hold the golden parasol over the Devadatta. In this way also can be understood. Okay, so this one is dative case. So Sambrana Mejanina Goto. Later, so one soda we will learn Sambrani Jaduti in the such a dative relation, dative case will be used. Dative relation, so Jaduti Vibadi will be applied. And also Wadi Wami Wika Banatan. So Dadu Nambayogi were only here in this soda. So the first is the dadi. So dadu gamo or the dadi in connection with the root da, in connection with the root, the bab rojati such a dadu nambayogi. But later, so dadu nambayogi, ubasaka bayogi, and nibada bayogi wa. such a digit case will be found, will be studied in the next sutta. Okay. Okay, so now time's up. So today, let's stop here. So, is there any question before stopping? Okay, if no more
Yes,
question. Uh-huh.
yeah. Thank you so much, Sarah. It's clear.
Okay.
No question. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's stop here by saying sadhu. Mm-hmm. So, Sumana, you have a question or not?
No, thank you very much, Sarah.
Okay, okay. Okay, so let's stop here. So, sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu,
sadhu.
Thank you so
sadhu,
much,
sadhu.
Sarah.
Thank you so much, Sadhu. Yeah.
Thank you
Welcome.
so much. Thank you so much,
Pleasure.
Sadhu.